How to overcome anxiety, practical tips for a calmer mind. Hi there, and welcome to this video on how to overcome anxiety. Whether you've just stumbled upon this video or specifically searched for help managing anxiety, I want you to know that you've taken an incredible step forward today. This video is here to remind you, no matter how overwhelming anxiety feels, you are not alone, and you can take back control of your life. I want to begin by sharing a story. It could be about you, me, or someone you care about. Imagine waking up each day with a knot in your stomach, your heart racing before you've even taken a sip of coffee. You go through the motions, but your thoughts swirl in a storm of worries. What if I mess up? What if I'm not good enough? You feel like you are constantly treading water, but no matter what you do, you can't keep up. That's anxiety. It's suffocating. It's exhausting. But here's the good news, anxiety doesn't have to control your life. In this video, we'll explore what anxiety is, understand its impact, and more importantly, go through actionable steps you can take to manage it. Let's get started. Anxiety is a normal response to stress. It's your body's way of preparing to face a challenge. But sometimes, it goes into overdrive, appearing even when there's no threat. Anxiety can manifest physically, tightness in the chest, quicker breathing, or constant fatigue. It also impacts your mind, filling it with fears, doubts, and what-ifs. But why does anxiety happen? For some, it's triggered by external stress, work, relationships, or life pressures. For others, it's a product of overthinking, perfectionism, or simply a modern world that bombards us with information and expectations. The good news? You can start to take control by breaking the cycle. Let's talk about mindfulness, one of the most effective tools to calm an anxious mind. Mindfulness is the practice of anchoring yourself in the present moment, fully aware but not overwhelmed by what's happening around you. One simple mindfulness exercise you can try today is the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. Start by focusing on 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, 1 thing you can taste. This exercise snaps you out of the what-ifs and brings you back into the safety of the present. For example, if you are in a meeting and start to feel your anxiety build up, take a moment to focus on the details of the room, the color of the walls, the texture of your chair, the sound of a pen clicking. Little by little, your racing thoughts will slow down. Mindfulness doesn't have to be complicated. You also don't need hours of meditation to see a difference. Even a single mindful moment, sitting with your breath, saving a quiet pause, can help you regain your calm. When anxiety hits, your body reacts as though it's in danger, even when it isn't. This is where breathing techniques come to the rescue. By controlling your breath, you communicate to your body that it's safe, shifting it out of a state of panic. One of my favorite techniques is the 4-7-8 breathing method. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Try it now. Close your eyes, breathe in for 4, hold for 7, and breathe out for 8. Feel your body relax. The best part? You can do this anytime and anywhere, before an exam, during an argument, or even in bed when anxiety keeps you awake at night. Your breath is one of the most powerful tools you have. So whenever anxiety strikes, remember, breathe, not just to survive, but to thrive. Now, let's talk about our thoughts. Anxiety feeds on patterns of self-doubt and critical thinking. You might catch yourself saying, I can't handle this, or I'm not good enough. But here's a key truth, the way you talk to yourself matters. Start replacing those harsh, self-critical thoughts with gentle, empowering ones. Instead of, I'm going to fail, try, I'm doing my best, and that's enough. Instead of, I'm so weak for feeling this way, say, I'm strong because I'm still here, trying. Another powerful shift is focusing on gratitude. When anxiety takes over, it narrows your view to everything that could go wrong. Gratitude widens that lens. Take a moment each day to write down 3 things you are grateful for, big or small. Maybe it's the warmth of the sun, a kind word from a friend, or the courage to watch this video. Gratitude reminds you that there's good in your life, even when anxiety tries to convince you otherwise. Overcoming anxiety isn't just about managing it in the moment, it's about building daily habits that make you more resilient over time. Journaling is one of the simplest yet most effective tools for coping with anxious thoughts. At the end of each day, pour your worries onto paper. There's something freeing about seeing your thoughts outside your mind. It helps you process them instead of letting them spiral. Next, let's talk about physical activity. You don't need an intense workout to see the benefits. Even a 10-minute walk outdoors can work wonders for your mental health. Physical movement releases endorphins, your brain's feel-good chemicals, that naturally reduce stress and anxiety. Finally, prioritize self-care. Think of self-care as refueling your tank. It could be taking a bubble bath, reading your favorite book, or simply giving yourself permission to rest. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. Sometimes, a single quote can shift how we see anxiety. One I Hold Close is by Dan Millman. You don't have to control your thoughts, you just have to stop letting them control you. Let this sink in. You are not your thoughts. You are the calm beneath the chaos. Let me share an example. I once spoke to someone who struggled deeply with anxiety. They felt paralyzed by the fear of what others thought of them. But through mindfulness, breathing, and small mindset shifts, they started to thrive again. Were the changes immediate? No. Were they worth it? Absolutely. This person reclaimed their peace, and so can you. If you take just one message from this video, let it be this: anxiety doesn't define you. It's a part of your story, but it's not the whole story. Overcoming anxiety is a journey, and every step forward, no matter how small, is a step worth taking. Remember, progress is not linear. You'll have good days and bad days, and that's okay. Setbacks don't erase your progress, they're simply part of growth. You are courageous simply for showing up, for trying, learning, and believing in the possibility of a calmer mind. Now, I want to encourage you to put one of these practices into action today. Whether it's taking 5 deep breaths, writing in a journal, or practicing gratitude, start small. Small steps lead to big changes. If you have your own strategies for managing anxiety, please share them in the comments below. Let's build a community where we support and inspire one another. And if this video resonated with you, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. By sharing, you might just help someone else who's struggling with anxiety discover tools that help them too. Finally, always remember, you don't have to face anxiety alone. Seek support from loved ones, friends, or a licensed therapist. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Together, we can create a space where it's okay to talk about mental health, where it's okay to not be okay, and where healing is a shared journey. Conclusion. Thank you for spending your time here today. I hope this video has offered you even a small bit of hope, clarity, or comfort. You have the tools to face anxiety head-on, and you are not alone on this journey. You've got this. Until next time, take care of yourself.